Not all those who wander are lost. This journey, known as spiritual awakening, is not a straight path but more like a DNA spiral. It's an expansive odyssey into the depths of your very soul, a continuous unfurling of your essence, drawing you closer to who you truly are. Stage 1. The dawn of awareness. The first stage of spiritual awakening is often referred to as the dawn of awareness. It is akin to opening a door you never knew existed and stepping into an unfamiliar yet fascinating new realm. You might arrive here suddenly, like a bolt of lightning illuminating the dark sky, or perhaps more gradually, like the morning sun gently brightening the horizon. Regardless, once you're here, the landscape of your life changes irrevocably. Imagine the world as you know it, turning from a two-dimensional painting into a three-dimensional experience teeming with depth and nuance. This stage invigorates your senses and perspectives, making you question the fundamental nature of your existence. What is the point of all this? What lies beyond the 9-to-5 grind, the social norms, the material acquisitions? These questions create an insatiable appetite to discover the deeper layers of life. It's like being a miner digging for precious gems, each shovel uncovering a little more sparkle, pulling you deeper into the cave of spiritual exploration. Moments of introspection become almost sacred rituals. You find yourself looking inward, as if peering into a mirror that shows not just your face, but your innermost feelings and thoughts. This inward focus unveils a greater sense of the interconnectedness of all life forms. You realize your life holds a specific, yet interconnected purpose. Consider this stage as setting the foundation, like laying down the first stone in what will eventually become a magnificent spiritual edifice. Stage 2. The ego death. As one progresses on the spiritual awakening journey, they encounter the transformative stage known as ego death. It's a process where the identity constructed around labels such as gender, age, race, and beliefs is dismantled. Ego death is not a physical demise, but a dissolution of the tightly held beliefs about who one is. The individual comes to the realization that the ego, the story they've been telling themselves, is not the essence of their being. All the ideas and concepts built around life, God, and religion are wiped clean, leaving a sense of emptiness and detachment. What emerges from this stripping away of the ego is an internal space, a separation between the subjective self and the observer self. In the unconscious stage, this observer self was obscured, but now it becomes more apparent. The individual starts to comprehend that they are not solely the thoughts, emotions, and identity associated with the ego. Ego death brings forth an awareness of the observer self. Stage 3. The quest for insight. Moving beyond ego death, the spiritual awakening journey enters the phase known as the quest for insight. Imagine you've discovered a treasure map, and now you're embarking on an epic quest to unearth hidden gems. The difference here is that the treasure isn't material wealth, but spiritual enlightenment, a far more priceless bounty. You're no longer just aware, you're proactive, almost like a detective collecting clues to solve the ultimate mystery of your existence. You can't quench your thirst for wisdom by simply drinking from the well of your own thoughts, so you venture out seeking guides who can help you navigate this intricate maze. Whether it's a spiritual mentor, a philosophical book, or an online community of like-minded individuals, these external resources serve as your compass, helping you make sense of your internal shift. Here's where you dip your toes into various spiritual practices, each like a different key to unlock another door within yourself. Be it meditation that helps you quiet the mind, prayer that connects you to a higher power, or even martial arts that integrate body, mind, and spirit. Each practice offers a unique pathway to connect more deeply with the spiritual world. At this stage, learning isn't just an act, it's a compulsion. You feel driven to devour spiritual texts, participate in workshops, or perhaps even go on spiritual retreats. Just like a gardener who takes time to understand the soil, the weather, and the ideal conditions for a plant to grow, you seek to understand the conditions that will allow your spiritual self to flourish. Stage 4. The emergence of the authentic self. As the spiritual awakening journey progresses, individuals reach a crucial juncture marked by the emergence of the authentic self. This stage is characterized by a profound shift away from pretense and the conscious acknowledgement of one's true nature. In the emergence of the authentic self, the individual reaches a point where the facade they may have presented to the world begins to crumble. Pretending becomes increasingly challenging, and a sense of discomfort arises when trying to conform to societal expectations that no longer resonate with the evolving sense of self. This phase often unveils the individual's genuine essence, akin to the self they were before societal conditioning influenced them. It's a return to the authenticity often observed in childhood, a time when societal expectations had yet to mold and shape the individual's identity. During this stage, there is a heightened awareness of what genuinely aligns with the inner self. Unbalanced relationships, occupations that don't resonate, and pursuits that no longer serve the authentic self begin to fall away. The individual feels an increasing inability to suppress their true voice and an unwillingness to compromise on their genuine desires. In many instances, this stage involves significant life changes. Jobs may be left, relationships re-evaluated, and living situations altered to align with the emerging authenticity. This period can be marked by a sense of upheaval as the old energy that no longer resonates is shed, making space for the influx of new energy. This stage is about living your spirituality, not just learning it. It's a stage where balance and integration take center stage, allowing you to live a life that is in complete harmony with your spiritual truths. Stage 5. Living a life of alignment. In the final stage of the spiritual awakening journey, individuals transition into a life of alignment. This phase signifies a harmonious integration of every aspect of oneself with the surrounding world. It goes beyond the emergence of the authentic self and extends into a profound connection with all facets of existence. Living a life of alignment involves a deep understanding and connection with oneself, the soul, the mind, and the body. There's a compassionate acceptance of one's limitations and a forgiving embrace of the imperfections that make up the individual essence. It is a state of being where self-compassion becomes a guiding principle. The alignment also extends to relationships with others. Having embraced one's authentic self, there is a natural overflow of compassion and forgiveness for the limitations of others. The individual recognizes that each person is on their unique journey and understands that everyone is doing the best they can with their current awareness. This phase involves becoming the nurturer for oneself, being the supportive parent one may have needed earlier in life. It is a journey towards unconditional self-love, fostering an environment of understanding and kindness within. As this self-love deepens, it naturally extends towards others, fostering compassion in interpersonal relationships. Each stage brings its unique challenges and rewards, shaping us into more conscious and compassionate beings. It is a journey of peeling back the layers of societal conditioning, embracing our true essence, and ultimately living in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. Remember, the journey of spiritual awakening is deeply personal and unique to each individual. There is no right or wrong way to navigate it. Trust in your path, embrace the process, and allow yourself the grace to evolve at your own pace. Your spiritual awakening is not just a personal journey, it is a contribution to the collective awakening of humanity. Together, we can create a world that reflects the highest truths of our souls.